Welcome back to my favorite episode of the Mel Viljoen podcast. Once again, I have my favorite guest, Piet Viljoen, with me today. So, people have been asking or saying that, oh, you guys are so sweet, interviewing each other. Let me just tell you, ladies and gentlemen, as a woman or as a man, you should have your spouse's back and you should be their biggest fan. If you are not your husband's biggest fan, or if your husband isn't your biggest fan, who is going to be their biggest fan? That person will then most definitely come in and take your spot. So I feel people should learn from this. And instead of judging it and saying, oh, you guys are so sweet, I wouldn't want to podcast with anyone else but you.
Let me just, neither would I. I mean, you look so gorgeous.
Thank you.
Versace. So I think one should never allow idiots into your circle. So I've seen the negative comments. Every time you idiots, at least post a picture of someone else's car. Every negative comment is done by a moron sitting in a trailer park.
And usually someone that's really
Yeah. So we only focus on the people that want to know certain things. We are not trying to be good people. We are not trying to over-explain stuff. But there are really good people in South Africa and here in America that want to understand why, what, how, and who. So today we are unpacking Tammy Rae, what's her surname? Mitchell. And the fraud that she committed towards us. And I'm going to prove it again with the receipts. But you need to focus. So what I've experienced is that you get the brainless people that just throw stuff out there yeah, but still, this is not fair or this is not right.
Pay Tammy her money.
Yeah.
Pay her.
Yeah, the racist people would still say, but you stole from black people. So that they will not enjoy. But they are self-confessed racists. So I think today I'm going to speak a bit on the legalities. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to unpack this as best I can.
Yeah,
and remember,
and as legal as possible, meaning
just legal terms.
The legal terms, what really happened.
Yeah, I can see that people want to hear from you more.
Oh.
Honestly, if we post something, I really think I'm a smart person.
Oh, you are, honey. He's one of South Africa's best lawyers, the best that country had produced.
Definitely, my IQ has been tested. So I thought I was much dumber than that. But it seems I'm really, really smart.
Well, for you to become a lawyer, they really do test your IQ.
This is the part and I don't want to drift too far, but this is the part that people really have to make peace with. One, I am an attorney. I will always be an attorney. Even my worst critics call me a disgraced attorney. But the whole time, the word attorney. Number two, if you've never driven or owned a decent car or house in your life, you are not my audience. I don't want to hear from you. Don't want to see you. You are like Monday. Freaking move on, man. So,
nobody likes Monday.
Yeah. So simple. Let me just unpack Tammy Taylor's fraud. So I'm gonna now show you the cover of an application that I launched against Tammy Taylor, both Mel and me, regarding our trademark. Mr. Producer, just so that we can see the case number, and remember this is public knowledge, although the media, they can pick up where I was born, they can research this, but they can for some reason not find this document. Although I've sent it to hundreds of news tabloids, Johan Geibers, Ina Zefferman, you read these things on my WhatsApp.
Yep.
So, history of Tammy Taylor. Mel discovers this woman that claims she distributes her
manufactures.
She manufactures. Now, if you go to the Oxford Dictionary and you search the meaning of manufacture, it means you make these things from scratch. You have these gigantic labs and you make products. So you can't put in a word manufacture when you are not manufacturing. So Tammy, in her agreements with us, you'll see in this affidavit and the injunction that Tammy claimed she manufactures the products. That's the first hurdle. Second hurdle is that she signs a master licensing agreement with Mel and me. Now again, Google the word licensing and also search for the word Oxford Dictionary meaning of the word licensing. You cannot take Coca-Cola and put your name on it and call it Mocha-Cola and then license it to me. It's illegal, it's fraud. You are represented by lawyers. You should know you are committing fraud. So that's where we started, was with an illegal contract.
Illegal from Tammy in
side.
the USA.
Yeah.
It's not us that did anything illegal. We believed her. We believe that she manufactures products, and it says there, she manufactures. But we've been to her place, and there is no factory there.
No factory. So Mel, in my application that you and I launched together against OMA, it explains the entire process, how it started and how it finished. But just to get back to the meaning of licensing, you need to manufacture something to be able to license this.
According to US laws.
Well, not just US laws, it's
Laws.
common law.
Okay.
In other words, here in America, South Africa, England, we all follow the common law. So the agreement is null and void, which means it's not enforceable if it's illegal. Illegal does not mean we don't understand it. It means she deliberately defrauded us. And what I want people to understand is, what is the ruckus about? I think Mel and I would never have started a company if we had known that Tammy was only white labeling, which means she gets a product from someone and then she sticks her little name on the pot, and she thought that she now owns the right to the content of that pot. The threat for my franchisees, however, is this. If anybody else could get this product that she promised is so unique, it's triple sifted and only she knows the recipe, then I would never have sold one franchise. And number two, the loss for the people that bought into the franchise is this. They could issue a class action against Tammy because maybe they never would have bought a franchise had they known that this is just another good product. The idea was, and what I sold was, this product you cannot find anywhere. But now in the application and in correspondence, it will show that Eskem here in California manufactured for the whole time.
Yes.
And
I can pull that up also.
Yeah. And we were obviously defrauded by Tammy. This is fraud. You can also look up the meaning of fraud. Then after that, she switched the distribution agreement to a master licensing agreement only to steal our trademark. So let me explain trademark to people. A trademark is a name with a recognizable mark next to it. This is a smart man explaining it. So Mercedes, they do not own the word Mercedes. You can start Mercedes lawnmower shop and services and they can't stop you. But what you cannot do is use their logo next to their name. And this is what Tammy tried to steal from Mel and me. Logic dictates that if you transfer something, it belonged to this person. Also, history will show that we were the first people to register the trademark. Tammy only registered the same trademark in the US in 2019. 2019.
Only when we trademarked it, she realized she doesn't have a trademark.
Yeah.
And she then only registered in 2019 the trademark. And
Now, fun fact.
That's when all the drama started.
Yeah. And the controlling way in which she wanted to do was like to bring now a master licensing agreement, and she encapsulated this trademark that had to be given to her. Now, in South Africa, we do not acknowledge court orders and the American law. So there's this issue of jurisdiction. So I can register a trademark in South Africa and you register a trademark in America. The problem that I learned the hard way is that there's an international trademark company that does not recognize South African trademarks, probably because we are kind of irrelevant. But in South Africa, the company registration is more powerful than a trademark. So fast forward just a bit on, 3 years later, after I issued this injunction, you did the Housewives. And Mel honestly just wanted to go and see if Tammy is like really still there, because she was really falling apart at the seams. Tammy was really, really falling apart. Please insert the video of Tammy crashing in the sand, Ben. Thank you. We'll send it to you. So hindsight showed that I was trying to serve Tammy with my injunction. And I had jurisdiction because she was represented by the fools I exposed last week. So Adams and Adams was her attorney. But she couldn't afford them. She couldn't pay their bills. So, and I knew this, but still, they were on record. They never withdrew. So when I served on them, they said, no, they can only act once it's served on her. And this was like a month later that you showed up at her office. And she got so scared because she thought you were serving her.
Yeah, that's why she had the meltdown on her Instagram.
Yeah. So then, so the logic is just this: fast forward or cram it into illegal distribution, unenforceable, then master license, stealing our trademark, and then you went to see her, and then we had the meltdown. And now this is where it gets juicy.
I like juicy.
Mel, what did she say on social media? What did we do to her?
Oh my gosh. So Tammy Rae Taylor went onto her Instagram, her TikTok, and everywhere and said, Melanie and Pete Viljoen.
Melanie and Pete Viljoen from South Africa
had stolen my identity.
Wait, I saw that video.
Right?
Wait, oh my gosh, yeah. Wait, when I looked you guys up, I saw that, and yeah,
what do you think about it?
I kind of sounded a little like. Oh, okay.
But you can talk to her.
What did it sound like to you, Ben?
I don't know. In my eyes, it was a little childish. I thought that.
Right?
I mean, you guys have a very successful company. I'm sure if her place was so successful, she wouldn't have a problem with it, right?
Exactly. If you are like this big brand that you pretend to be, then you wouldn't go on social media. You will go to the court and say these people are doing A, B, C, and D. But
what do you understand the meaning of stolen identity? What does it mean?
For me, and I think probably legally, if you steal someone's identity, you say that you are, let's say, Jillian. What is your surname, Jillian? Lieberman. I am Jillian Lieberman, and my ID is Jillian Lieberman's ID. And then I would go to the bank to get loans and cash and create fraudulent things that's not really for anyone else but Jillian.
I think that that Oxford would agree. So you can't just say you did not complete the forgery by just saying I am Tammy Taylor. The whole idea of it is to clone this person. Mm-hmm. In other words, you would have her identity document. You would forge that. You would want to go to a bank and finance a car. I mean, buy a house in her name. You would want to drain her bank account.
Just because you are feeling like someone really pulled off a massively successful business doesn't mean they stole your identity. You can't just say that because that's the way that you feel, right?
So fun fact. This, the media also will not publish. We have instructed our lawyers to sue Tammy Rae Mitchell, or as you guys know her, Tammy Taylor, the name we made famous, for $200 million.
So now I can say, Melanie and Pete Viljoen from South Africa is suing Tammy Taylor for $200 million.
Yeah, but Tammy, I know you don't have $2,000 probably, but I'm coming after your company, your little infrastructure. I love those little shelves, such a cute little setup. I'm going to come and collect that from you because this is the mistake you made. So Mel, let me explain slander to you.
Oh, please, please.
Slander is when you say something very bad about a person, like Melanie and Pete stole my identity.
Stolen my identity.
They're such an inspiration to all of us, and I love them, and they are amazing. And so, thank you, Mel and Pete.
Okay.
It's your English for me.
And you gotta look so miserable when you say this.
like
oh. Anyway, so you could say this, and there's a defense to slander. So if like in her case, she said we stole her identity. So I can say something about you that's really, really bad. And you could sue me, but I could have a defense, and I would have to prove two things. One, it's the truth. So we know this is not the truth because there's no evidence that we stole her identity.
Exactly.
Yeah. And then two, for slander to be punishable with money, you need to publish it. So if someone slanders you in your own house and they say you're a bad person, then you might get like $1 compensation. Okay.
For your emotional damage.
But Tammy really published.
Yeah, she really did.
She published hard. She phoned all the media houses in our country and here in America. And I think like 5 million people saw it.
100%.
And you were contacted by the real founder of the product probably.
Yes.
And everybody was talking about it. So it was published in a very, very big way. And Tammy would have no defense against our action. So I want to rush to the next thing. The beginning of this year, you'll see that my interdict was issued on Tammy, whatever the date is. But now what I'm going to draw up is this. Tammy said to everybody that she sued us and she got default judgment against us. Default means that you gave notice to the party that you sued and still they do not come to court. And in America, they do not take it lightly when you lie. Our country is corrupt, but America is not. Trump is cleaning ship. So in America, if you want default judgment, you need to, 1, issue summons. Number 2, you have to show the court that you served on these people. So I'm now going to pull up a lawyer's letter from the company that she sued. And this letter will show that I think 2 years before she sued this company and us as directors of the company, we were not the owners of that company. We had sold it. And this legal letter shows, and it was written to her lawyer, it shows that 7 months before she approached the court for her default judgment, she and her lawyer knew that they are not serving the right people. They now had a letter from the owner of the company, represented by a lawyer, and they could tell the court that it is now still opposed. They, according to the law in California, even after the people did not defend, you again have to give them notice and prove to the court you gave them notice that you are now going to apply for default judgment. So Tammy and her lawyer then committed fraud by telling the court that they have given notice to the right entity because they now had knowledge that we sold the company. It is not our company, but still they defraud the judge by going on with a matter that they know is fraudulent. And I believe this is the reason why Omar had the proceedings sealed.
but how
It's sealed.
She asked for it to be sealed, and now it's out there.
So it's a crime in California if you have matters sealed, but then you go and publish that sealed document.
Yeah, judgment.
So when you seal a document, you tell the judge that this has to be sealed because the public should not have access to this. So,
and probably because she knows that she didn't tell them the truth. If she had to really put all the facts on the application, that they would say no.
Well, Mel, the crux is you have to show the court, and she lied to the court, and her lawyers lied to the court.
They just carried on.
They just carried on knowing that they have served the wrong person, the wrong entity, the wrong owners. They knew this by the time they appeared in court. So, Tammy Rae, I'm coming for you. And your lawyer, this will be the last year that he practices law, because the lion is here in America now. And I'm coming for that lawyer. And Mr. Lawyer, if you follow what I did to the head of the police for being corrupt,
a Lieutenant General Sbia,
sir, I can go 12 rounds. You will get to know Piet Viljoen.
I like that. Ooh, when Piet gets all liony here next to me. I love it.
See, I'm even puffing up. I'm getting ready for this fight.
Die maanhare staan regop.
So I think that even the idiots should understand it. But just for in case someone wants to have more critique towards us, I won't respond to it. But for the smart people, I'm going to put this on our website.
Yes, we'll do a full story of where Tammy's buying her products from, all the recipes, and what's strange and also very interesting, guys, how you do something is how you do everything. We met a lady in the US that went through exactly the same thing that we went through with
And her
Tammy.
name rhymes with yours, kind of.
Yeah. And
For now, we'll call her Mel. Many moons ago, give or take 1980, this person, Mel, her name is really also Mel, started this company, did all of the sales.
not even the 80s, it was recently, the 2000s.
Yeah, but they started in
the
1980.
80s, yeah.
And they were two nail techs, and not knowing the law, Tammy proposed that, look, I already have a company. Let's just call it Tammy Taylor, exactly like she did with us. So then they started with a company, and this Mel did all the sales.
Yes, you did.
And in their best year, they did $3 million. Not the hundreds of millions of dollars she proposed to us.
But she lost.
No. She was also always telling us that she's selling to 100,000 salons. Yet when you get to Orange County in California, there's not even a billboard. Not even the nearest salon will stock her products. But long story short, this woman did most of that $3 million.
Yes, I know.
And then her husband passed away. And then Tammy came to live with her best friend that did all of her sales and said to her, don't worry, you take some time off. Your husband just passed away. I'm going to sleep in the bed with you at night to comfort you. And at the same time, what she did in the daytime was she signed NDAs with all of the staff, and she relocated the entire business to California.
Oh, that is so sneaky.
Now, this was confirmed to me by the biggest player in the nail industry in America. Like, this guy is huge.
He's the nail boss.
So Tammy, I'm going to call a spade a spade. You're a fraudster. You committed fraud. Your lawyer is a fraudster. He committed fraud. Now, there's going to be some time, and then we'll do a podcast of how I did get the lawyer disbarred and how I am the owner of whatever's left when I get to Tammy Taylor.
I love that for us. Yeah, I'm so happy we can expose her at last.
Yeah.
I mean, when you're in the business and you're working every day, it's difficult to tell people, listen, this woman, Tammy Taylor, defrauded Mel and Piet Viljoen.
Yeah, and
not the other way.
And she won't have a defense against the fact that she's a con artist.
No, she is. And
She
even people that
deliberately
worked with her,
tricked us.
the people that worked with her, all the nail techs from the 80s, 90s, and 2000s, I met them. I met all of them. And they all said this Tammy person was kicked out of the industry. She's not welcome.
So we're going to include in this podcast, we're going to put up a video, please, Mr. Producer. This person that said we stole her identity, that would obviously mean that she doesn't know us. Because otherwise, you can't have your bestie steal your identity.
For sure.
So she purported to the people in America that she doesn't know us. She says these people from South Africa stole my identity.
Melanie and Pete Fillion from South Africa.
And then we're going to play the parts where when we ordered lots of stock from Tammy Taylor, we were the best people in the world.
And I love them, and they are amazing. And so thank you, Mel and Pete.
So one day when we are in court and I cross-examine Tammy Taylor, I will put it to her that how could we go from being the best people in the world
Best team, the best franchisees, the best partners.
to bad people only because we didn't order products.
And the long and the short really is, if you think about why would she do this, right? If you backtrack into her past, she had apparently a very sneaky husband that taught her really terrible things, how to operate in business. And their motto was always to take control of everything and take control of everyone. Lure them in,
But Mel,
bait and switch.
Mel, they weren't a power couple.
No, I know, but what I want to
This
say...
guy was a gambler.
Yes, he's a gambler. He was a gambler.
And they
Also,
had a
it did
great
more-
lifestyle because of the other Mel. So they lived in Palm Beach in a golf community. They knew Arnold Palmer the Great. The guy always had cash in his pocket.
As per Tammy.
But when they had so in America you go and do like displays. What do you call it when you go out and expos? So this husband of her would not sell stuff at the expo, then say to Tammy that it didn't sell, but he would sell it to people and just collect the cash.
And this is confirmed.
This was confirmed as well.
That is the husband she had. So he
Yeah.
taught her horrible things. And also what I've realized over the time working with her is that she really is that greedy person that wants to own everything in the end. She never knew or realized how big the company was until we took her to the Mrs. South Africa. And you know what I realized today was they announced me as the founder and president of Tammy Taylor, and I think she had a miscarriage because of that.
Let's welcome President of Tammy Taylor Nails South Africa, Mel Fillion.
But I think there never was a Tammy Taylor before us.
No, there wasn't.
Because even today, go and Google or research, like you say, anything Tammy has done before us. One salon, just one, you won't find it. One distributor, you won't find it. Her biggest claim to fame was the other Mel.
Yes.
And after we withdrew from her, she moved out of a gated community. So in America, you want to live in a gated community to show people you have lots of money to pay the HOA. So now, Tammy has now married
Sleepy Joe.
Sleepy Joe from the church.
No, not even from the church. From
She met him on a dating site.
yes,
Yeah.
Tammy Taylor met the current husband on a dating site.
Yeah.
Guys, we have all the gossip.
All the gossip.
You must just ask us. We've got everything, and we're not scared to share.
Yeah.
Just that's why I went on to the Real Housewives. There's nothing to hide.
And
You know,
nothing that we have said up until now we can't prove.
no,
with
100%.
receipts.
So people can say Mel and Pete's talking shit. No, we're not.
Yeah.
If you like really spend your time well, we will show you the paper trails. We will show you everything. But you see, Carte Blanche is not wired for the truth.
It's amazing that Carte Blanche, although they endorsed us,
Yes.
they said we're the best product, best brand, best franchisees. They are all happy.
No, mostly they're happy. Because everybody raves about brand, raves about the product.
I'm so happy to hear
Yeah,
that.
it's luxury, it's
And then on the Sunday, they aired us as less than honest.
Yes, I will actually add that clip where the Carte Blanche said, no, your franchisees are so happy. Your product is luxurious.
raves about the product.
I'm so happy to hear
Yeah,
that.
it's luxury, it's fantastic.
It's what did she say? It's luxurious. It's classy.
But fun fact. So whenever Mel and I came to America, I always had to bring Tammy dollars. So she always demanded a part of my company, always saying, Pete, but it's my name, although she begged me to use it, as the interdict will show when you read it. I always gave her dollars every time we came to America. And Tammy Rae, I think you did not disclose that to your local receiver of revenue.
Because they like cash.
And then it's so easy for Tammy because she hides like a snake behind a rock. What people don't know is that right through our fights about Tammy Taylor, it was more the media protecting Tammy. Tammy never wrote them a letter. Only the only thing that she did and published big time was her emotional breakdown.
Oh, wow.
Melanie and Pete Fillion from South Africa.
But today, Tammy Taylor lives in like a crappy little neighborhood. And I beg you, Tammy, post a pic of your house today. She explained to us that she has nothing left. She begged me to buy her a Bentley.
Yeah, we
went
out
to the dealership,
we went
remember?
To the dealership, yes.
Yeah. And I would have bought her a very nice second-hand Bentley because she now wanted to be someone. She saw me driving a Ferrari, Mel a Porsche, and she wanted that lifestyle.
Also remember she came to our house
Yeah.
and she saw the mansion, she saw the Ferraris, the G-Wagons, the Porsches, the classic Porsches, the list goes on. And I think like things really just went down from there.
Yeah, I think
The greed.
right through, and you and I did well. We
Very
did really,
well.
really well. Worked 7 days a week.
Yeah.
The first training courses I did. I am also the best nail builder ever. Mel, say it.
He's not the
Say the
best
words.
nail tech, he's horrible. No, he can really, he understands nail products, he understands how to build nails. He really is the best master and qualified master educator.
Yeah.
Imagine
And
that.
master lawyer.
Master lawyer, master educator, lawyer.
So I think it must have been a very bitter pill when Tammy came to our house. And guys, housewives, we hid lots of the treasure when they came. We really lived a great life there. We do now as well. The house is not as big. The maids are not as many.
But also we don't have 700,000 kids to
and
look after.
Yeah, and we don't carry the SASA grants. So, but I think that was a bitter pill to swallow for Tammy. And I think it was very pleasant for her but a big mistake, to publish the sealed court documents.
Because there's actually that, if you research now, you actually find all 4 documents that they presented to the court. I don't know how it got
all
out. All
lies. Lawyer, you, sir,
Aye.
get a second job. Learn how. I'll teach you how to do nails for free on the side. But Mel, I'm tapping out with this last feeling that, so many people say a lot of things behind your and my back, but those people, we've been good to them also. I think between the two of us, in 10 years, people focus on the 3,000 licenses that I might have sold, but they don't focus on how many black girls you educated and are today self-sufficient.
Hundreds of girls.
Not less than 5,000 today have jobs everywhere. Even our biggest opposition that we were about to overtake, they also pinched and stole our nail techs.
Yes.
And everybody still knows in South Africa that if you want the best nail tech, she must have had training at Tammy Taylor Nails, which is
South
Mel and Pete
Africa.
Incorporated.
Yes. I wish I could dig into staff that we had. We had such dodgy staff members.
Let me tell one. I can't exclude this. So we had one person that I took from the streets, like really the streets.
Can I say her name?
Yeah, Monica Rodriguez or
Janssen
van Vieren. She's also a bit of a con artist, running from the sheriff.
A massive con artist.
Massive con artist.
Not little, but massive.
Yeah. So there's this letter that I'm going to maybe also draw up, where this Monica person refers to a black person as a kafir. It's a very derogative word. She used this
Very
to
bad.
describe black people. So I'm going to show you that. It's shocking. But the irony is that there was this one person, Happy Similani, whom Carte Blanche said she never got her salon. So Carte Blanche could not find on her own Instagram page her launch of her own salon in Menlyn, Maine.
Yeah,
Good
so the
Lord.
problem is the people take what they say at face value. They'd be like,
No.
oh, but she didn't get the salon. She got the salon.
She got the salon. There's pictures of her
There's
getting
pictures,
the salon.
there's launch
She
videos.
still owns the Instagram page.
Yes.
But needless to say, this person was also the one having lunch with Tabu Bester, and she helped him when he escaped prison.
Yes.
So Monica Rodriguez and Happy Simeloni have
Besties.
now launched their own franchise
Oh, wow.
network called, and wait for it, Her Magical Majesty or something like
Oh,
that.
Lord have mercy.
Like, how's that going to ever be a trademark? But this is the irony. So Monica, who's now like worse than a racist, is now preaching to black people and trying to get them to buy franchises from her.
So people, you must be very careful when you see Monica Jansen van
Yeah.
Rensburg van Vieren. Monica van
Uses
Vieren
both.
Rodriguez.
Yes.
She's really, you will see, she will talk you into something
Yeah.
that you shouldn't be talked into.
Yeah. People perform well when they do what I tell them to do. Not more, not less. But I bought my Ferrari cash long after Monica left the company. And then she begged me on 2 occasions to come back. But she's so stuffed on dacha that the woman cannot walk up straight anymore. She's broken.
She is broken.
But the irony is her and Happy are now going to... So they will be the, I think, 33rd couple or person
That tries.
tries to build what Mel and I did. But guys, it's not possible.
Yeah, it's not actually the product or the person. It's Mel and Pete that had the magic.
Yeah.
We are the IP.
We're the source.
We have the knowledge and the know-how. And like I said, Piet has years and years of experience in the franchising industry. And that is ultimately
Not my first
and
rodeo.
business. So it's business acumen, it's franchising, it's actually also financing. Remember, you are the owner and founder of
Master.
Bondmaster.
Yeah.
And that turned into a bank. So I think
Ponzi scheme.
all these people that try to remake Piet, good luck.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. Well, thank you for checking into the Mel and Piet Viljoen podcast. And then like, subscribe, and comment what you want to hear next.